We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
An option handoff given to Connor. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Murray now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the return comes Cobb. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 4 line.
offensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Jones running left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top-5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Zaven Collins, rookie 1st-round pick there on the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Protect yourself,
Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Throwing again, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now
the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown. That's caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. Powering forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That's it, baby.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the gun, Murray. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The football going back over to Arizona now.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Murray's throw taken in by Green here.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes out right around the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jones, and he's got room. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
39 yards.
And the Packers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Murray. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. He shakes him off. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall.
And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So this game.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Steps away to his left. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later